Welcome back to iHeartRadio So Bad It's Good. Today we have a guest that I am so excited for. I talked to an Academy Award-winning director this week, and I am more excited to talk to my guest today. If you've been listening to this show, you know I fell in love with a new show that I got recommended, and I started the first week, and I was like, yeah, I like this. And by the third week, I was so addicted to this show. Now, this show airs on ITV across the pond, but I even got a VPN at one point just so I could watch day and date along with everybody overseas. It is just truly an incredible show. The show, of course, that I'm talking about is Love Island, not the American Love Island, the real Love Island UK. And that involves, guys, a group of contestants referred to as islanders living in isolation from the outside world in a villa, constantly under video surveillance. I especially loved one contestant who we are speaking to today. Not only is she an insanely talented dancer, model, all of that stuff, but also she has so much heart. I just rooted for her so much. And her dude, Andrew, in this show, I cannot wait to talk to her. She is such a great representation for the deaf community as well. And I can't wait to get into all of it with her. Tasha Ghouri, welcome to the show. Oh my God, you did the hearts.
You want to make me emotional from all the nice things you were saying.
Tasha, I mean, I feel like I've spent my summer with you this summer.
I'm glad that upon you were loving it and enjoying it, and then being crazy one, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be really insane to be in that bubble, but what's it been like to come out of the bubble? It's been over 3 weeks since you guys have been out. Yeah. And for American audiences, the Hulu finale aired last week, and you can still watch every episode on there. And I highly recommend. What's it been like for you?
It's been absolutely crazy. You know, coming out, it's literally like your life's like changed completely. And honestly, it's all been so positive and all amazing, all love. And it's so nice just to come back out and go to McDonald's or just go get a takeaway. Like, that's the things I've been missing. It's just one big fat burger, you know. That's the thing I've just been like missing. It's very nice to come out, see my family and friends again. And it's crazy, like America, you know, it's been so support as well. I'm just like, you think, what? Like, I need to come to America soon. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, please. I was going to ask you later on, but like, I mean, do you have any plans to visit the States? Do you realize that this actually got really big over here? I've heard so many people talk about it. And I mean, I know there've been, you know, you're on the 8th season, but so many of my friends in the States have really fallen in love with this show. Are you going to come to the States at some point?
Yeah, I definitely do want to come to the States. So I literally get messages from people like in America saying, we're rooting for you and Andrew, like such nice, positive messages. I'm like, I definitely need to come to the States and like, you know, come see what's back. I've been to America before. I was literally like 8 years old. So I definitely need to come back. So I want to go back to Disneyland again as well. So
what's it been like for you and Andrew? I mean, are you able to spend a good amount of time together still?
So Andrew's actually moved into my flat, so it's been nice to actually just come back home. Like we do our thing during the day and we come back to each other at night, and we both just come back. It's so nice to like come back into his arms and just like, oh, I've had a long day, just give me a big fat hug. And it's just so nice to have our own little time together, and no cameras, no microphones, no pressure, just me and Andrew. We feel so much more comfortable around each other. So
I mean, it's got to be weird to not have cameras on you, though. Like, I mean, is it like I can't imagine what it's like. You guys, if you haven't watched at night, they have the cameras on them. So if anybody kisses, if anybody the camera catches all of it, and you guys are all in the same room with all of the other contestants. And I just think that is just so bizarre. But I got so used to it. Is it taking a lot to acclimate outside of the villa to get back to like normal sleeping and normal everything else?
You know what? It actually hasn't, weirdly, like really like went straight in, like no cameras, like it's been amazing. I think obviously it's so weird, like you get so used to have cameras on you, so you kind of have to like come up with tactics when you go to bed, we'll have a bit of a kiss and whatever. You kind of have to like make little tents and stuff underneath the covers. Trying not make it, sneaky or anything. So it's been nice not to have like a camera on all the time. And if anything, I'm really enjoying it because we can just chat anything that we want to do. And yeah, it's been amazing for sure.
I mean, the other thing that I always find weird is that now you were used to seeing the same 8 people every day, and now you're seeing thousands of people every day. Plus, on top of it, you're a celebrity now. I mean, what is the weirdest fan interaction you've had so far? Because I imagine you walk down the street now, people freak out.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. Like I've had people like cry when they see me. I was just like,
I'm about to cry. Like I'm like, I'm an old man and I was about to cry. I was like, oh my God, it's Tasha.
It's crazy. Like I'm literally just like, I'm just Tasha. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't see myself as like a celebrity or anything. I'm literally just Tasha Ghouri who just went into a villa to find love. So it's crazy to come out and people come over and be so like positive and like showing love, and it's just like it's mad. Like I just go shopping or even to go get some food, and then people just walking over like, I get a picture of you. I'm just like, yeah, sure. But it's so nice to have that because it's nice that to have that support system around you and that positivity around you. So it's been really, really lovely to have such a nice, beautiful messages from people. So it's been really, really lovely.
You at first on the show, you always kind of, to me at first, came off shy almost, or you were, you could tell you were shy and really nice and stuff. And then somebody sent me a video of you dancing, and I was like, what the, like, you guys, you heard, like, you are an amazing dancer. What is this? I mean, how long have you been dancing? And it was the exact opposite of shy Tasha, or, I mean, you were like tearing up the dance floor. What is your training?
So I've actually been dancing ever since I was 5 years old. So literally I've been so used to dancing all the time, doing training, dance classes. I went to a dance conservatoire, so I trained professionally as a dancer in so many different styles. So my main style is like commercial. I can dance and do heel dancing as well. And when it came to those challenges, I was still bricking it, I've never ever gave 6 guys lap dances around a 5. Like, that's not normal in a dancer's career. So even in my head, I was like, oh my God, I'm really gonna have to bring it out of the bag for this one. Because there's pressure when you're a dancer, there's pressure that you have to be good. Because if you do bad on camera, everyone's gonna be like, obviously she's not a dancer, is she? So it was that extra pressure. And I kind of had to be like, right, let's bring out this sassy Tasha. That's when sassy Tasha comes out in my dancing.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. And I mean, but also you had like, I think the best talent of everybody. I mean, way better than India's flute playing, which was just awful on the show. So in terms of the actual audition for this, how long was the process? I mean, you say you were going on there to find love. And sometimes, we have a franchise over here, the Bachelor franchise, where everybody is on there to find love. But a lot of people go on because they want to be a celebrity. They want to be an influencer. Were you really on there to find love that way? I mean, was your heart really open to that? And what was the audition experience like?
So the audition experience started from January. So that was like the first Zoom call. And I didn't find out probably 2 weeks before I went on that.
Only 2 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have like much time to prepare or anything like that. So it's quite last minute. So the whole process is about like 4.5 months. So it is a long process and those different rounds you have to go through. And I think in my head, I did really want to find someone because my dating life was absolute shambles before. I could not have it for longer than 5 months. I don't know what it was. It just never happened with me. I was more
because
like
you said you had never fallen in love, right?
Yeah, never. So for me, that's what I wanted from the show, was to find actual genuine love, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm that kind of girl that very emotional, and I like to have love and affection, and it's just how I've been brought up. So that's what I really did want to go in there for. And I didn't even think about the outcome. I didn't even think about, no matter, I don't care about Instagram followers or if I'm going to be a celebrity or whatever. It was just kind of like, whatever happens after the show. I was kind of wanting to go in for 2 reasons, which was to find love and raise awareness about my superpower. So that's kind of why I went on that show, was those 2 reasons. So
you bring up your superpower, and I thought this was amazing. Because and Andrew, you guys made me tear up when Andrew, I mean, when you had the fake little baby and he was telling of, I don't know if you got to see that scene telling about your mom's superpower. And I was like, why am I crying? I'm in bed at night crying about this scene. But you are the first deaf contestant on ITV's Love Island. You were the first deaf model for ASOS, where you wore your cochlear implant as well in the scene. Can you explain a little bit about this? And are you so excited to be representing the deaf community? I read so many amazing things of people that are deaf that really look up to you as a hero. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I think, for me, growing up, there wasn't enough representation in the TV world, modeling world, any kind of industry. There isn't enough representation. So this opportunity to Love Island is because it's quite a big deal. And I didn't want to let the deaf community down. I'm kind of putting myself in a very vulnerable position being on the show, so you don't know how it's going to go. And I think going on there, I just wanted to really show people that you can find love, you can date no matter what superpower you've got, you can be confident, you can be sexy, you can be all these kind of things. Just because you've got a superpower doesn't mean you have to be a certain kind of way. I wanted to go out there, break those boundaries and stigma of that. So that's why I went on that show as well. And I hope I have shown that and had a positive impact like that, just to show people you've got to own it and not shy away from it, because it makes you. It's a special thing to have.
I mean, you truly did come on so confident that it wasn't even anything that I thought about in regards to you while watching the show, because you just were living your life. It was not impeding your life. It did not slow you down. I mean, that's what I found so amazing about it, because you show that there's no difference. I mean, there's no difference. Like it was just really, really amazing to watch. And I can't wait to see everything that happens next for you. So what were in your dream of dreams, besides finding love, what did you think about your life in terms of where you were headed? Was it always going to be dancing? Were you like, maybe I should get into acting? Where did you see your life going?
I think I saw my life going, obviously, with dancing. I kind of wanted to see myself on tours as a backing dancer, like doing a kind of situation. I also was modeling, so I saw myself doing like magazine covers, modeling for like massive brands, like catwalk kind of situation. So I've kind of always seen those two, because they're both quite in the creative industry. So it's kind of been dancing and modeling at the same time. So it's definitely where I saw my life going in that kind of aspect.
Yeah, I mean, would you go on, would you be a backup dancer for Dua Lipa? What are like big dancing jobs that you would be up for in the past, like music videos and things like that?
Yeah, definitely like videos. I've done quite a few videos before, and I think dance industry is quite hard to be in, to be fair. It's very competitive. So I think in the future it would have been amazing to do like tour kind of work. I'd never done tour before. So if I ever did get offered that, then that'd be awesome. But yeah, I think dance industry, definitely just like music videos, touring. I'm not like a rock kind of girl. I can't do, jazz and high kicks and splits and stuff. That's not the kind of dancer I am.
Okay, so no high kicks. Listeners that I had talked to that were really excited that you were coming on, and these are some really basic questions, but I'm even curious about these just because the show doesn't give you what time do you go to bed? How long do they let you sleep for? Because they turn off the lights and then all of a sudden they turn back on the lights in the morning. How long do you guys get to sleep for, and what time do you go to bed?
So we actually don't know the time to go to bed ever.
You don't have wait, on your phones you don't have a clock?
No, so there's time on the phone, but it's not real.
Oh my!
I know. You think it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but actually it's probably like 4 a.m. You don't even know. It's crazy. So yeah, max sleep. I think it's so weird. Like some nights I feel like I slept for like 5 hours. Some nights I feel like I slept for 12 hours. So it's literally like sometimes I'll be like, close my eyes and lights are already back on. I'm like, hang on, that was like an hour. You just never know. You have no concept of time.
The other thing, I hear that they keep you guys to a 2-drink minimum per day. Did they ever let you drink more than that? I mean, which is at first was so sad for me that I was like, what, we can never see these people drunk. And I was like, is this going to be fun? And then that's so sad that I thought that, but then it turned out to be great. But would they ever let you go past that 2-drink minimum?
I'll be honest, it's mostly one drunk a night. Not
Really?
even two. Yeah. Sometimes I have to beg. I'll be like, please, I need a second drink. I'll be sat there like, give me another Prosecco.
And then also,
Yeah.
how does the food work in there? Because we've seen scenes where the guys would cook for the girls and bring like the shakes. I mean, how do they do the food situation?
So the food situation is normally off camera. So lunch and dinner is off camera, and they set up tables and they separate the boys and the girls, so we can't have conversations. You know, you got to save it for the cams. You know, so yeah, that's how the catering works. So we get catered food basically.
Okay, so then the food in the fridge and stuff like that we see, that's just like for like little things that if they want to cook for the women or have a challenge or something like that.
I know you can have that whenever we want. Like if I fancy a bit of chocolate in the morning, I just go in the morning and just get it out of the fridge and just have chocolate.
Which I was like, are they keeping you to a strict diet? Are they feeding you properly in there? I was so curious.
Absolutely.
Um,
Like, yeah, they're really good like that. So like every time I'd like have some crisps and guac, they have like a back room and just bring out whatever you fancied. It was always me with the crisp and guac. I'm like, I need some guacamole and crisps.
we got to see, which is most people's dream, is just to lay around all day and go to the pool and lay around and talk. But were you ever bored of just laying around sometimes? I mean, like, how tense are you? Because you're playing a game at the same time and you're falling in love. You guys looked really relaxed, but at the same time, I feel like how stressful that was just to like lay there when you're used to going out and living your actual life.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's really intense in the filler. You know, you're with the same people every day, you're doing the same thing every day. So there was some days where I get quite bored just laying around all day and there's no challenge throughout the day, and I just be there laid there like, you know, you just want to do something, you have that itch. Sometimes I just go in the pool, mess about in the pool, do lilo races, or keep ourselves entertained somehow, or just start goofing about and just being silly, just to keep myself entertained. So yeah, there's some days where I'd be like, oh, I need something to do, or just go out. Like that's what I missed, was just like just getting drunk and going out all the time.
Yeah. Hey, oh, believe me, I get to do that every day. It's not that good. Yeah, no, but I mean, it was really, and I know this is a little bit in terms of romance. What a lot of the women that listen want to know, like, what do you love about Andrew, or what are you falling in love with Andrew for? What do you like about him, and what are the qualities that you see a future with him because he has?
I think honestly, Andrew is just the most amazing man I've ever met. I just feel so lucky that it's crazy to think that we were strangers before the show, never even know of each other. And I think everything happens for a reason. And I genuinely think me and Andrew are meant to be. And just who he is as a person, his character. Yeah, Love Island was intense. Yeah, we both made mistakes. We both messed up, but so what? We still got back together at the end and made us.
That's a relationship. I mean, you know what? It's like I ended up rooting for you guys. Like I was like, I was so bummed when I thought like you guys were in a fight, and then and you guys, I talked about Casa Amor, which we're not going to get into, but it is crazy. He seems like just such a good guy. So I was so excited that you guys left together. Has there been any? Does he leave like the toilet seat up? Is there any gross things that you're like, this doesn't fly with me on the outside?
No, not yet. Surprisingly, nothing. I'm trying to catch out something. I'm like, there's nothing that's happened yet that's giving me like the ick or like a red flag. But this guy's too perfect, you know.
Well, by the way, you said give the ick. I love the slang. So it took me like a week to catch up to. There's all of the words that they use over there. It's like can we have a chat? This guy gives me the ick. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I want to say what's like not fracking, but what's the verbiage? Anyways, there's all of these different terms that you use on the show that I use in my everyday life now, but I never had heard of before. You spoke about dating before you got there. Are you on were you on dating apps? How were you finding dates?
Yeah, so obviously I think dating apps is just a new world now, isn't it? So before the show, I was on dating apps. I think that's the only way you could really meet people. Like no one comes over to you in the bar anymore and things like that. So you have to kind of put yourself out there. So yeah, I was on dating apps, but obviously they are very gone, deleted, gone.
Yeah, thank God. I know you and Andrew, like you said, you're planning, he's going to move, or he's with you right now, and you're planning on moving in together. Has there been any other plans that you guys talked about together? And on top of that, if ITV came to you and said, hey, we want to follow you around more, would you consider doing a show with just you and Andrew?
I think me and Andrew got good plans in terms of like, we definitely do want to have a holiday together soon, little like romantic holiday, just us two, because that was not a holiday. Love Island's not a holiday. I'm telling you now, that is
it's so intense, guys. You got to watch it. It's so intense. Like I would watch it before I went to bed, and I would stay up. Depending on the episode, I would either get so angry at the end because and they kick people off. You guys, it's like. How stressed were you out like during the audience votes? And like, I mean, my heart would jump out.
It's crazy, like especially like audience votes, because obviously the public have a say. And obviously, I think for me, I had it quite hard at the start. And I think it's not because I wanted to be a favour or anything. We have no contact with the outside world, so you don't know what people are saying about you, and you really do overthink. So it's quite a lot to like deal with as well. But I mean, about the show, about if ITV have said to me and Andrew, like, we'd love to do a show with me and Andrew. I mean, that'd be awesome to do, because I think that'd be quite fun to do. But yeah, you never know.
No, I think I would really, really love that. I mean, I miss you. I miss all of you guys. I miss everybody in the show. You guys were my friends this summer. And like, even the ones that I didn't like love, like, I mean, I was like, so on Luca and Jeff, but like, I want to see where everybody's at. What did you think? So Davide and Ekansu, they, I guess, won Love Island, if you want to call it that. But like, to me, I followed your guys' emotional journey more, and I was really caught up in that. But Davide and Ekansu just made me laugh. Like, they just were so funny. What was your opinion actually watching them in person? Because it was so, they would just squabble all the time. It was very different than you and Andrew, is what I mean.
Yeah, I think especially like the couple of finalists had such different journeys and different emotional journeys and roller coasters. I think Ekin and Davide, they're just really funny together. I think that's what it is. They're like an entertaining couple. So I think I can see why they won it, and I was happy for them to win it. Regardless of any couple that won, it's about finding love, isn't it? It's not about really winning the show for me. But I was really happy that they did win, because they really do bring entertainment, even for us. Like in the villa, when they start arguing, like Davide kicks the other beanbag and things like that, I just be sat there like, this is on a mad one.
Oh, I say every day, actress. Like when he would it was so funny. Also, this is a question about inside that, like, they have like the workout and the weights. I mean, like, all the guys are like pumping weights during the day. I mean, do they make them exercise, or is that just something they do naturally? Everybody in this show has abs, you guys. They all have muscles.
They do it. They choose to do it. That, like, for me, I'm like, it's hot. You have no music. It's like outside air. And I was like, no, there's no way in hell I'm going to the gym. You did not see me in there once. I was just like, there's no chance I am making in that heat. I was just sat in bed, like, watching them. Like, I just don't know how they're doing it right now.
Oh, I would watch in bed and be like, you're making me look bad. All right. I was just like, you're like Davide, you guys would have Ekansu on his shoulders and weights on top of that, doing like knee bends.
Honestly, don't know how the boys did it. Like, they were crazy. The things we do it, and I was like, sometimes do it twice a day as well. Like,
that's
2
ridiculous.
Workouts a day. I was like, you do you, babes.
Who do you think you will, as we start winding down here, who do you think you will stay in touch with, or who have you stayed in touch with the whole crew so far? Like, who are your lifelong friends with this group?
Definitely. I mean, I've stayed in touch with Ekin, Paige, Jem, and India. I probably stayed in touch with them for the most, because I've been in with them from the start as well. So we all kind of were on the same journey altogether. I feel like I've made great friendships with everyone, and just, yeah, everyone's like very busy at the moment, so it's hard to like catch up at the same time. But yeah, for sure, I've got close friendships with the girls, definitely.
You talk about people wanting pictures with you. Have you had a weirdest fan interaction so far? Besides this one, what has been your weirdest fan interaction?
There was one, I think, so me and Andrew after Coldplay concert went to McDonald's, and there's one guy, I think he's from Denmark, and I kid you not, he like looked at us and he couldn't speak. Like he literally dropped to the floor and just was like looking at us, he couldn't speak. Like me and Andrew were just stood there, like trying to give him a hug, and just like what? It's just, you know what to do. It's just like you don't know what to do, but it's just so nice to have that. Because I'm just like, wow, like, and it's just so lovely. But it was just crazy how he just reacted.
No, I mean, I feel like you're going to get that for a very long time. So it'll be interesting for you to deal with. And then like finally just coming out of the villa, we talked about this, but they talk so much and I talk so much about on this show, mental health, but you seem like you're doing so good. Like, cause I was worried that for all you guys, I was like, it's gotta be so hard to come out of this experience. Yeah. And then have people know you and have people have opinions on you when you don't know us, but you seem like you're doing great. You seem like you are, I mean, just like lit up within. So you're doing great, right? I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I am great. And thank you for asking. Like, I'm honestly so happy. I think coming out, yeah, of course, I did have a bit of negativity during the show, but it's completely flip side and it's all been so positive and amazing to have that.
The negativity during the show, I thought that was so, I mean, like, overall, the majority is all positive. Like you came out with your health. I mean, I feel like you guys were the winner. I mean, like, I was so excited for you guys coming out. But that was the thing. I wanted to make sure everybody was okay. Will you watch back this entire series or is it in your head done?
Absolutely not. It's like 90 But I have watched the highlights. I've watched like the final date when I've asked Andrew to be my boyfriend. I've watched so I watched like the nice moments, but I think that's it for me. I won't be watching the whole season. There's no way.
It's a time commitment. It's a lot of time to watch.
It pinches me out as well. I mean, watch yourself. I'm like, is that what I'm just like, no, I just can't do it.
And also I just read this the other day, but I want, if anybody's listening, I want you to host Love Island. I hear that the host retired this week. I think you would be an amazing host for Love Island. Is that something that you would consider doing as hosting?
I mean, I've been quite interested in doing presenting. So maybe it's I need to work on that skill because I'm not exactly a pro presenter, but I mean, in the future, in a few years, who knows? Never know, but it'd be quite cool job to do for sure.
Well, the sky's the limit. What else is coming up that we can support you with? We're going to direct everybody to your Instagram page, but what else is coming up that we can be aware of? I also just read that you were like a brand ambassador for was it eBay? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I got a partnership with eBay. So eBay was sponsored for Love Island. So they gave us like clothes. And honestly, I loved it because you get a massive wide variety of brands that could really play around with my fashion. So it's like Versace, like Moschino, so many different brands. It's so cool. It's all like vintage couture. So it felt right for me to go down that route, and it's sustainability fashion as well. It's not fashion, pretty love. So I'm kind of really pushing that direction. But I've got quite a lot of things going up. I can't say just yet, but I promise I will shout it from the rooftops when it all happens. And yeah, really, really excited. Really so
you guys follow her Instagram because she will keep everything updated on that Instagram. And Tasha, I got to tell you, I'm just such a huge fan of yours. I spent my summer with you guys. I'm so happy you and Andrew are good. And if you ever come to the States, I owe you guys a pint, a pub, whatever you call it. I owe you guys a whole dinner just for entertaining me the entire season. And do you mind if I just get a photo real quick for will you do the
wait,
okay,
how do that? Yeah, do that
wait. Okay, anyways, Tasha, I have
this, you mean?
That's good. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Wait, let me see how.
There we go.
My claw hand.
That was the man.
This is so embarrassing. I'm an old man. That's as good as it. Okay, anyways, Tasha Ghouri, you guys, please go follow her. Check out Love Island. I think you have such huge things in your future. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. Everybody here in the States, you need to watch this show and you are going to fall in love with Tasha and Andrew. Thank you so much, Tasha.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Mwah.